All right, team. Saturday morning. Call it twilight. Uh, I'm on vacation, so it will not be a rockstar party Saturday. I've been up for quite a while, but nothing like getting off work, and then working another 6 or 8, whatever it is, hours doing lawn care. Me and Long Haul will be doing lawn care since I've been on vacation. I've been doing a little bit of lawn care around our place. Me and Long Haul worked on this. I don't know how many trees that was, baby trees. But we chopped them up, put them in. We got some more to do, but I wanted to make sure I was going to wait and do it this afternoon or do it Sunday to make sure I get all my real trash in there before I start throwing in extras. Because we've still got to go get the lawn maintenance trash. I don't remember what else. We've been working on our to-do list, our around the house to-do list. Got the batteries, got the wipers for the 450, got a new battery for the Vino's trailer. I think the old battery's actually still good. It took a charge, and it's been hovering around 12.2 volts. The new one, of course, has like 12.7 volts, but... So I think what we're going to do is we'll put this in the Vinos. We'll put this on the flatbed because the flatbed battery's been dead, I think, since we bought it. I think it had a dead battery when I got it, and I never bothered to get one for it. And I've tried to charge it up. It will not keep a charge or hold a charge. I think that's most of it. I'd like to get these wipers on, get the batteries in, get that other battery in. And then there's more stuff on the personal list, but I don't remember what. Long Haul's already up. He's playing a game. He's got like a chef game. Where you at? I don't know, it's like farming simulator or truck driver simulator, but it's chef simulator. You open a small restaurant, work at it, make money, get a bigger restaurant, get a bigger dining room, get a better kitchen. You know, one of those kind of games. He's been working on that. So he's working on that. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. And we'll just wait maybe an hour for it to get late enough out that we could actually fire up a lawnmower and mow. We do have some trimming to do. Maybe we'll get there early and do the trimming first. I don't know. We'll see. How about I check back with you later? We'll figure it all out. All right, team. Saturday afternoon. We had to bring the Jeep in the garage. We were at a rental mowing. When we got done, we got in and it would not start. So I figured we must have left one of the doors ajar and the battery got run down while we were there mowing. But it turns out that's not what happened. I'm still not sure what happened. Anyway, me and Long Haul push started it because it's a stick shift, so we were able to push start it. Or bump start it, or whatever you want to call it. And we just didn't shut it off. We went to the other rental, left it running to charge up, and then we drove it home. And then I shut it off here, and it wouldn't start. So I figured the starter must be bad. So we push started it again and drove it up in the garage. And then, of course, once it got in the garage, it started every time I tried to start it. Like 10 in a row. So we took it over to the auto parts store. The guy told me I had a bad battery. I don't know, I just didn't believe him. So he took it to a second auto parts store. And that guy told me the battery's good, starter's good, and the charging system is good. So he suggested maybe we had a bad contact or bad ground or a bad connection or a short somewhere, which I agreed with that. So we're gonna tinker with it this evening when it cools down and see if we can't, find something that's not quite right. In the past, this solenoid, at least I believe that's a solenoid, I may be wrong. In the past, this doesn't ground real well. It's got 2 bolts holding it to the fender, and the fender's painted. So what I'm probably going to do is take the bolts out, take it off, scrub it all up with the wire brush, and then reconnect it. What I keep thinking I want to do is put a eye connector on there and then just drill a new hole and just put a little jumper across, a wire across into a fresh hole where I've scrubbed all the paint off so it's got a really good ground. I wonder if I could just put an eye on there and then just run it back over to my fancy terminal with all its extra connections. So, because this is supposed to ground to the body, but if I ran a wire from there back over to the ground, that way it'd definitely be grounded all the time. I don't know. I think that's what I thought about doing last time, and it never happened because it requires work. More work than just taking it off, scrubbing it with a wire brush, and putting it back. But if it strands me again, I think that's what it's going to get. Anyway, that derailed us. So we're going to take a break now because it's the heat of the day. So we're going to take a break now. I'm not sure. Let me check a temp. I think it's 90 in here. 90 Fahrenheit. Of course, I got the doors open, so that's probably not helping. Whatever temperature it is outside, I'm sure it's trying to equalize. But when I brought this home, it was 200 degrees of warm motor in the garage, so I figured I didn't have anything to lose by opening the doors and letting some of that heat out from this motor. Anyway, we'll get the front shut. I'll probably leave the back open. The front's the sun's actually coming in the front. But that'll be the plan. We'll catch up with you later. I guess while I've still got you, this is what we picked up at the rental, but it's about half a can. I think we're gonna have enough room to cut down the rest of the trees I wanted to cut down here, so. But I think we're gonna wait and do it tomorrow morning. Wait till 8 a.m. or whenever it's acceptable to, be out there. We'll cut down a couple more of those trees out there. Thin them out. They're dying because they can't all get sun, so they're just like dying out because they can't get sun. Which is fine. They'll be healthier, they'll be happier. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. All right, team. Sunday morning, dark dawn. We're working on the Jeep. I talked about this module not being grounded well. So usually I brush the back of this off, and I brush that off. But I decided to test my theory, so I just connected it, just left it like that. And the Jeep will still crank over with this not grounded against the body. So I'm guessing that's not my problem, at least not this time around. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the ground and bolt it back on the side. I don't know if I'm going to add the wire. I was talking about adding a wire from here over to here. Whoops. But right now, that doesn't seem like it's even necessary. I might do it anyway, because I'd already gathered up the stuff to do it. These are the bolts that hold the module to the I want to call it the firewall, but I guess it's the fender. So I was thinking just bloop. And then a short piece of that wire. And then I think that'll work. I'm sure that's big enough for the shaft. Because, yeah, I got nothing to lose. I already have the connectors. I already have the wire. So I'm thinking I'm just going to add it. And then I can sit there and go, that's definitely not the problem anymore, if it ever was. Anyway, that's where it's at right now. All right, team, still Sunday morning. This time I decided to go with a wire wheel and a cordless drill. In the past, I've always just done this number. You know, just scrubbed it. But I'm like, I know I got a little wire wheel somewhere. Anyway, so I took off some significant paint, got it down there. I went ahead and ground the back side, and I went ahead and ground the front side. We made our jumper. You know what? Let's just leave that over there, huh? We made our jumper. So that's going to go from the mounting bolt over to the negative like we talked about. I also used the wire wheel on my arm. I think this is a case where if I hadn't been working safely and wearing gloves, I probably wouldn't have got my arm. It would have slipped off this guy and just hit me in the hand instead of hooking into my glove and twisting up. Anyway, I'd show you, but last time I did some blood, I got flagged as an 18 plus video, so maybe we'll figure something else out. All right, team. Still Sunday morning. Did I say Saturday last time? I don't remember now. It's still not dawn yet. It's like that pre-dawn, though. Really close. I'm going to call this repair done, although it may be just an unnecessary repair. So, we hooked our jumper here. The little yellow wire goes down and runs back up and gets bolted to the bottom mounting bolt. And everything's all shined up, even though apparently that part does not need to be grounded. At least that's what I think I discovered. Anyway, I feel better. Next time it happens, I know it ain't that. But I still don't know what it is. I do not know. All right, it's still too early to go cut trees. But that's what's next, I think. I'll have to look at my list. I think trees is what I want to do next, though. I definitely want to do it before it heats up today. Anyway, we're going to cut trees. I still got batteries and wipers and all the other stuff I need to get done. I was going to brag on how me and Long Haul cleaned up the garage. Because I don't know if you remember, we had a bunch of buckets and totes and stuff. It looked a lot more impressive before I pulled the Jeep in here and we just shoved everything out of the way. Anyway, that's on the list as well. Once we get the Jeep out of here, I don't know. We'll figure it out, team. But how about I leave you here? Because we're just going to, like I said, cut those trees and I can't remember what else is on the list. The batteries, the wipers, I need to put the other battery. I need to put that battery in the trailer. And I guess I might as well put that battery in the other trailer. There you go. It's 2 batteries. All right. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. We'll see you next week, team.